Hello Flosstubers, how are you? I hope you're doing well today and that you've been doing a lot of stitching. Today is Monday the 21st of August. It's about 11 a.m. here in Australia, in the state of Victoria, which is where I'm filming from. I'd like to say big welcome to everyone. Thank you for all of my new subscribers. I am truly honoured to have subscribers that actually like my video. It's so good. Today I have some show and tell, which I'll do first up. So I have an FFO, a fully finished object, and I also have another craft item which is completed that I thought I would just throw in as well, because there are some other crafts that I enjoy working on. I have quite a few acquisitions, probably too many. I won't show you them all. I will show you half of them today and then half the next video. It's been about 2 weeks since my last Flosstube, and I actually woke up not feeling well yesterday, thinking I had come down with a cold because my partner has a cold and has been home the past few days. And I started feeling this head cold coming on, but when I woke up this morning, I thought, wow, I actually feel really good today. I actually have some energy today. So I'm not complaining. I'm happy with that. I hope that means that I'm not going to catch his cold. So hopefully that's the case. So I wanted to talk about purchases or acquisitions, as you would like to define them. Laura from I Stitch Birds made an interesting discussion about buying a lot of items for cross stitching or anything else, I suppose, any other craft or hobby that you have. And it really did resonate with me, because I do constantly purchase something. I do constantly find another kit that I want to buy, another pattern that I'm drawn to. It's and I understand it's like when do you stop? You know, I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. And I think it's something just really personal to the individual. When do you stop? I know I have a lot of items, so many, that I will never ever stitch. And I know that. But I love to be surrounded by all of these items of craft that bring me happiness and bring me joy. That is what I do during the day. That is what I need, because I'm home all day. I need something like that. So yeah, when is too much? When is enough? I like I said, I don't know. As long as it doesn't affect your finances, I'm okay. I can afford it. We don't go without. So it's okay there. And I think that's an important factor. And I think if you enjoy purchasing and buying crafty things, why not? It's like purchasing art. You're working on something that you love. So Laura, I think it's fine. I absolutely agree with you. Be surrounded by all of this beautiful stuff. Absolutely. So that's kind of my rant. I just wanted to continue on from Laura's discussion, but go see her video. She's absolutely a beautiful person. I'm sure you'll love it. So my next step is my show and tell. I'm going to show you my FFO completed, a fully finished object, which is a completed cross stitch. I finished this last year and I had it professionally framed. I don't professionally frame everything because it is costly as well here, but there are a few selected items that I will have framed professionally and items that I will do myself. I just purchase frames to size or standard frames depending on the size of the cross stitch. I'm just going to lean over here and I'm going to grab my first item for my show and tell. So I hope that's in view. This is Afternoon in Rome by Cottage Garden Needleworks. I have used all the called for threads. It's stitched on an 18 count Aida, but I can't remember where it's from. So that's it there. It's been framed with a white mat board and a white frame. Really happy with the result. For those who don't know, I was born in Rome and my family actually moved back there to live when I was about 11 years old. So I actually went to school. I was really part of Rome. I was a Roman. And but we moved back not long after. That didn't last long because my dad couldn't find work. So we moved back to Australia and I've been here ever since. I am very much an Australian as well. And my heart links to Rome. So that's my fully finished object. So that's my first item for my show and tell. The next one I'd like to show you is another craft. I am a pastelist. I started doing this probably about 10 years ago and I went to classes as well. I haven't done anything for 2 years. I haven't been feeling well and I think it's just that side of the brain is kind of switched off and I don't know if anyone can understand it. It's just been really hard. I have everything here. I still have my easel. I still have all my pastels in the paper and I can pick it up any time that I want, but I hope it does come back because it's a beautiful thing. So what I'm going to show you is a still life that I did as part of my classes. So as you can see, it's a pomegranate on a round, almost looks like a lazy Suzanne, but on a round plate. So that was part of my classes. We had to do a still life, bright colours. I love the red colours in this one. I just framed it myself. I just bought a frame and it's quite easy to frame. You don't have to stretch it or anything like that. So that's my pomegranate pastels. So that's it for my show and tell. So now moving on to WIPS. I have about 6 WIPS that I've worked on this past fortnight. So it's been about a fortnight since my last Flosstube. So I'm just going to lean over here. I have my notes here in front of me. So if you see me looking down, I'm just looking at my notes because I am forgetful. I'm very forgetful. First one is my focus piece, which is BOTHY threads. This is a focus piece because I would like to have it finished and made into a cushion. I have purchased my fabric. I purchased 2 types of fabrics because I wasn't too sure which one I'll use. I think once I receive the fabric and I'll just place it against my cross stitch piece, then I will decide which one I'm going to use. So my focus piece, I worked on BOTHY threads 4 times. Now I want to say sorry about the creases. I didn't iron today. This is it here. Now I'm working down on the left hand side there, working down, and you can just see the top of the caravan. The sky is completed, the back mountains are completed, and I've reached the caravan. My aim is to complete all of the caravan in the next 2 weeks. So I'm going to bring it up closer. That's it there with all the creases. Really sorry about that. And that's my partner and I sitting out there enjoying the scenery. He's got the blue hat, I've got the brown hair. This is stitched on 14 count Aida with the kit threads. And I'll just show you the threads for those of you. Now that's not really good English, is it? I should know better. For those of you who haven't stitched a BOTHY threads, it comes up with cards. It's really good. Lovely colours, as you can see. So that's BOTHY threads. I'm just going to throw everything on the ground here and I'll sort through it later on. So I'm sorry if I'm moving back and forth. The next one is my oven. Well, this is a new start. Wow, isn't that absolutely magnificent? New start. And I've really enjoyed this. Now, I worked on my oven endless summer 3 times. I'm just going to place something behind it because it is a bit transparent to see through. So that's it there. That's where I'm up to. It seems like possibly a 16 count. It's really nice fabric. I have to say, I really like this fabric. Probably one of my favourite. So that's it there. You can see all the foliage in the centre and just part of the flower coming up. So I've started, sorry, I'm just going to make sure there's no glare. I've started there. You can see that's the foliage that I'm working on. That's the stem. And it's just the base of that flower there. That's it there. It's gorgeous. Yes, absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I had fun working on this. And I sewed a project bag for this one. I do the zip top ones. That's my preference. Not that I don't like the others. I bought other ones as well like that. But that's the one I bought, and I just used that kind of fabric inside. This kit also comes sorted, pre-sorted on cards, as you can see. Oh, look at those colours as well. Beautiful, those pinks. I love pinks and purples. So pre-sorted. There's some purples there as well. A really, really easy stitch. I really enjoyed that. The next WIP that I worked on, I only worked on this once, and I think more so because yesterday I wasn't feeling too well, and I think my head was just a bit tight. So this is the easy stitch. CAROLYN Manning, the Shooting Star collection. So that's it there. I'm doing a large one. So I worked on this last night. And this is sitting in a bag also that I sewed up. There's the checkered one, same in the back. And I just have that tan coloured insert. I'm working towards the bottom of this side here. So I worked there last night. So that's what I did. So to put it in perspective, I'm working here now. So I kind of did that last night. I'm almost at the bottom of this side here. So I've actually done one page here, and I'm almost to the end of that side there. Still quite a bit to go. It's a big stitch, but it's going to look absolutely beautiful once it's done. I love the colours. CAROLYN Manning is truly amazing. It's stitched on 18 count Ada. It's called Blood Orange. Sorry, I didn't say that before. I forgot. And I purchased it from the Stitching Spot, which is located here in Australia. Started it on September 2022. Sorry, I just realised I haven't been giving you all those details. The next one I've stitched on Mermaid's Folly twice. So that's it there. Now, it comes, you can stitch it in any of those ways. That's it in its entirety, I am stitching this one here, which is the mermaid and the dragon. So that's what I'm stitching. This is stitched on 18 count Aida. It's called Old Gold by the Stitching Spot again. I started this in July of 2023, so this year, not too long ago. This is really enjoyable as well. I like stitching with just one colour thread. It's just so easy. So that's it there. I have stitched all of that in the 2 days. So that's what I've done. So it kind of, it's now looking a bit more like something, where before I just had the edges and the corner. So that's coming up really well. Really happy with that. And the variegation, you can see it's really subtle. That's perfect. That's what I was after. So, Mermaid's Folly. I'm going to pop this back in the bag. Need to sort it out because otherwise things will get misplaced and lost. The next one that I worked on is the Lord's Prayer. Sorry, my cards keep falling. I'm sorry about that. The Lord's Prayer. Sorry, itchy nose. That's it there. What really attracted me to this, all the different fonts that they've used in this particular pattern. So, by my big toe, sorry, I've got an itchy nose now. The Lord's Prayer, it's stitched on 18 count Aida, and it's called All the Things by Mystic Fabrics. I started this in June of 2022, and I'm using the called for threads, which is a needlepoint thread. And after my BOTHY threads, I would like to make this my focus piece, and I would like to finish this off, which I think is a doable thing. I would like it finished and framed. So that's it there. Now just so you know, I have finished that partial page at the bottom. I'm still working on just bringing the border up a bit more, and then I will start on the next page. And that's using all the colourful threads, but I've added this green just to break it up a little bit. I just felt like it needed that. And I'll show you the colours of the needlepoint thread. It is somewhere in here, believe me. Let's just trying to find it. Okay, found it. So that's it there. It's all my needlepoint threads. I have, it's like a dark blue, almost like a purple blue, and that burgundy colour. And the green that I've thrown in is Endive by Gentle Art. I just threw that in just to change it up a little bit. Because I think just having the two colours on its own was a little bit too plain. It is, I'm going to have an avalanche there at the moment. The next one, and this was called On the Spinning Wheel. MEREJKA by She Sleeps. You're probably wondering why I'm pausing. I didn't stitch on this very much, I'll be honest with you. It just didn't call to me. I did a little bit, please don't be disappointed with me. Stitched a little bit and then I popped her away. I started her in 2022 and I'm using the kit fabric, which is an 18 count Aida. just take her out of this bag. So I'm going to smooth this over so it's not in the way. So that's it there. I moved her down and I just worked a little bit over here, which is her nose. Not a lot. I think you just really need to feel like stitching something. It's hard when you don't, and I know I say I really need to finish some things, but some things just don't call to me. And it's, you do start, you pull it out and think, oh, okay, I'll stitch on this, but no, I didn't do much on that. So that was just a small amount. Okay, so the next thing I'll do is I'm going to spin the wheel again. I'm going to spin it twice, so there are going to be 2 projects that I will work on the next 2 weeks. BOTHY threads with the caravan. My happy place will still be my main focus. I want to try and stitch as much as I can. So I've just have the phone in my hand. So I'm going to spin the wheel, which is a WIPS selector. So what I've done is I've entered all of my WIPS into this spinning wheel, and I'm just going to spin it and we'll just wait for it to stop. It does say my happy place. Because I'm already doing that, I'm going to spin it again, because that is my focus piece. I really want to do 2 others that I'm not focused on. Oh, I love this one. I'm going to do my Christmas carols. So my Christmas carols is, this one is absolutely the cutest thing. MEREJKA Christmas carols. I love this one. I'm so happy I got this one. I was hoping it would come up. So I'm going to stitch on this. I would like, because I've stitched her face and I've just got to finish all of these white stitching here. I would like to actually move down and maybe finish all of her. We'll see how much stitching that is, but that's one of my stitching, which I will do. That's a good choice. Happy with that. Spinning again. This probably needs a bit of love. It's one of the ones that I don't go to. It's called Sailboats. So Sailboats has been selected. Now Sailboats, I did talk about it in my initial WIP parade. I don't really like the fabric, so I think this is going to give me a good opportunity to decide if I change the fabric, start all over again, or I persevere on the 28 count. It's a beautiful picture and I absolutely love this one, and I've just stalled because of the fabric. So this is a good opportunity for me to now decide what I'm going to do. So this is Sailboats and it's by Lynette. So they're the 3 WIPs that I will definitely work on, plus whatever else I would like to stitch on. So next we are going to move on to my purchases. I won't show you all of them because I have too many, I know. It's a bit embarrassing, isn't it? Okay, so the first item, I just bought some needles. I'm sorry for the sound of plastic. I just popped these in a plastic bag so that I wouldn't lose it. I purchased this from Sonia's Needle and Threads, an Australian shop. So I just bought some size 24 to 26. I just purchased some needles. So that I've got a good stash of needles. I just seem to lose them all the time. So that's from Sonia's Thread and Needle. The next thing I bought was just like, I think it's this way. It's for my boards, and I can put my scissors in here as well. As you can see, you've got a bit of felt, so it'll catch all the bits and pieces from the threads. And this is by Quilted Hugs by Sue. She also makes project bags, some beautiful project bags. She's on Etsy. So if you're looking for some nice project bags and other items that she stitches, you head over to Etsy. So that's it there. It's really nice. The next item, I was in a thread club with A Stitch in Time, who are located in Tasmania. I'm not in it anymore because I just feel like I have enough threads. Yes, I actually said that myself. I have enough threads. So this is, I was in the Classic Colourworks thread club. This is from about, I think over a month ago. So it's not the recent one. Because I actually forgot to show you last time. So that's it. There's some really nice colours. Can't really read about red currant. Really tealy. I love tealy. Razzleberry. Love that name. Rain Shower. That's a beautiful colour. I really like that one. That's beautiful. Like that one. Rainy Day. That's a nice purple. Look at the variegation in that. You can actually see that. That's beautiful. And Queen Bee. Of course, we have to have a beautiful yellow. That's lovely. That's from A Stitch in Time in Tasmania. Like I said, I like to support all the various shops in Australia. I think it's important to give them your support. This is Font Hearts by Maggie Bonanomi. I hope I said that. Blackbird's design. I got that from a stash unload. That's really pretty. I like the love hearts, so that's it there, just close up. So that's from Stash Unload. My next one is from Exquisite Cross Stitch. I bought a few items from her, so that's it there. I've purchased a few items from her already, and she's really well priced and lovely customer service. So if you get a chance, hop over to her website and you can have a look and see what she has. So what I've purchased from her, I purchased a few patterns. I purchased a few Mirabilia patterns because I collect Mirabilias, and I still had a few gaps to fill in with my collection. So I decided to purchase a few of them. The first one is at the Met. Mirabilia. MD135. That's lovely. Very elegant. Really like that one. The next one is, that's just T by Nora. Is it called just T? T, MD182. That's pretty as well. I love the dresses. Love the colours on that one. That's the back. The next one, I think I just need to push them down, called Mermaid Perfume MD173. That's pretty as well, I like the colours in that. Nora Corbett is amazing. I'm heading over to her, the Nora Corbett or Mirabilia retreat in Brisbane next year. Looking forward to that. So, Mermaid Perfume. Lovely. I had to get this one. Sabrina, MD106. I had to buy this one. I mean, it's only right that I do. So that's a beautiful dress as well. It's lovely, and that's the back. The next one is Portrait of Veronica, MD147. I've seen this stitched on by other cross stitches, and there's also been a change of colours, and they've used different colours in the dresses, and it's just come up beautifully. I love the way they play around with the colours and choose different colours. So Portrait of Veronica. The next one is called, so I've just got to knock this down, Roses of Provence, MD 124. That is so elegant. I love this one. If I was going to stitch one, I think this would be it. That is so pretty. And that's the back. The next one is Zelda MD 161. That's pretty as well. And that's the back. Lovely. And the last one is, I love the colours in this one actually, Blossom MD 180. I love the colours in that. That's so pretty. I would stitch that as well. So Mirabilia Blossom, and that's the back. Okay, the other pattern that I purchased along with the Mirabilia is Summer Quaker. I love Quakers. I actually really do enjoy stitching Quakers, and I've seen this on Flosstube, of course. I had to buy it. That's really pretty. I love the way that's been done. I like the colours as well. So Summer Quaker by LILA Studios. So I purchased that one. I purchased another Biscornu. I'm going to try this on a 16 count, so hopefully it's not too tiny. And even if it is, it doesn't matter. So that's my Biscornu. And I downloaded that from Etsy, sorry. Atelier Pin and Needle, and it's just there on Etsy. I did purchase another one, but it's actually, I put it onto my app, and it's on my iPad, which I'm filming from, so sorry I didn't print it. This I got from a stash unload. I got this for free. It was a freebie, and it's Tulips Biscornu, but now I've realised that it has a speciality stitch, so probably needs to be stitched like on an even weave and or a linen, and that's going to pose some problems because I really don't do that unless it's maybe a 28. I could try. I can't see it, not with my eyes. My eyes aren't too good, but that is really pretty. So this is Tulips Biscornu. Who is it by? Sunshine Cross Stitch. And there's an outlook. You can see there's an email there. That's it there. And another purchase I made, this is from Audrey's Fabric and Craft. They're located in Melbourne. And I just bought a whole chunk of plain white 18 count Aida, which, like I said, 18 count Aida is my go-to. I can dye this or I can just leave it white. It doesn't matter. So I purchased this from them. There's probably like 1 metre by 1.5 metres of 18 count Aida, and I'll just keep this aside because I will always use 18 count Aida. So that's it for my show and tell of all my WIPS and show and tell and everything else. I'd like to say thank you for reaching the end of my Flosstube. I always say that. Thank you once again. Have a wonderful day. Keep well. Keep smiling. Bye.